we go. Welcome back to the channel. It is Season 2. It is League 2. I cannot wait to get going. First off, though, we have news. We have been taken over. Unbelievably. It happened during the summer pretty quickly as well. These things do on Football Manager. It's ridiculous. So as soon as we got the news, we ended up on a transfer embargo, as you do. This was mental. 33.5 million would be made available for transfers if Jeremy Muller got his way and took over the club. He did take over the club, but we didn't get that much money. They've pumped £1.3 million into the club, and we got 443 grand to spend. And we have transfers to catch up on, as well as kicking off our League 2 campaign and our Carabao Cup campaign as well. The pre-season's gone okay. So we've won 3 and lost 2. We didn't do a massively heavy schedule this time. I didn't really want to go overboard with too many games. We did beat Cambridge City 6-0. Couple of defeats to Kings Lynn and Curzon, but they were good performances, so I wasn't too worried. A 2-0 win against Notts County, and then a come from behind 2-1 win against Huddersfield. They had Matty Pearson sent off for one of the most ridiculous tackles I've ever seen on the halfway line, right on half-time. So yeah, we're going to the Keep Moat to begin with against Doncaster, and then we will be away at Morecambe in the first round of the EFL Cup. Unfortunately, our biggest rivals in the division are Rochdale, but we're playing them too early in the season and too close to this episode that one will be done off camera. Our EFL Trophy group has been drawn as well, and we have got Barrow, Sheffield Wednesday, and the under-21s from Everton. So I am thinking at the moment we may well do that Sheffield Wednesday game on camera, and possibly the Wrexham trip. That's what I'm thinking of for the next episode, but we will see. Right, in terms of finances first, so we're doing all right. We're okay at the minute. We're just under 4.2 million in profit for the season. I'm sure we'll start losing money though. Wage budget's just a little bit high at the moment. Have we got any players? So we've got a couple of injuries which we'll get into. I've gone for Rod McDonald. I've been watching him all summer, and I've suddenly thought, because of injuries, I could do with him coming in. It'd be really good for us, I think. 6'3", if we can get him. James Morris, left back, in on loan potentially. Really like the look of him, but I've just found Connor Wood on a scouting report on a free transfer. So if he agrees, then I'll pull out of the other deal for James Morris. In terms of players going out, well, they're all the ones that have gone out, you can see. And these are the ones that are coming in. So we immediately went out and spent all our money. Sean Hobson has come in at centre-back, 6'2", comes in from Southend, where he was there for 2 or 3 years, played 125 games for them. So he's got a good bit of experience. He's only 25. I'm really, really happy to have him in. Out on the wing, Luke Brennan comes in. Junior Luamba, of course, don't forget, has broken his leg. So Luke Brennan has come in from, we've got him from Notts, I think we've got him from Wigan. He was on loan at Notts County. Came through at Blackburn, made 1 appearance in the Championship for them, and then the rest of it's been in the National League. But quite like the look of him, and he's had a decent pre-season as well, so I'm quite looking forward to seeing what he can do. And Jake Reeves is the other one that we've paid big money for. He's come in from Stevenage. Defensive midfielder is where I'm basically playing him as the ball-winning midfielder. Good aggression, good tackling. Really like the look of him. He's 30 as well, so some good experience in there. Orio Teixeira, he was one from the for the youth team from the Director of Football or Head of Youth Development, whoever we've got. A couple of free transfers now. Josh Yorworth, he's come in from Peterborough, I think he was at. Yeah, so then he was at Pennybont, actually, on a free in Wales. And he comes in, played just over 100 games, but I quite like the look of him. He's left-footed as well. No, sorry, he's right-footed. But he can play as a left-back, bizarrely. But I quite like the look of him as well. He's a squad player, but he's probably going to be playing today. This guy I'm very excited about, Taylor Perry. He has come in on a free as well. I just think he is sensational. He's going to be our Carrilero for the most part, which is a bit worrying because we've got Harry Vaughan as well, who I really, really like. Jeremiah O'Kine Peters, he's in on loan from Reading, yet to make a senior appearance in the league. He's only 18. Really like the look of him. He can cover both sides on the wing for us, so that'll be a good one. Niall John comes in on a free from Gillingham. He's only 20, but he looks like he could be a bit of a star as well. He's coming as a star player, which is a bit worrying. We might have problems there at some point. And that is it, I think. Mamadou Jallo has come in but from Lowestoft, but has gone straight back on a loan back. And again, that was one of the youth, the youth team players that were signed. So those are all our players that we've signed. Look at that. No team instructions, no suggestions for pick this player and not that player. So I'm quite happy with that. 5 substitutes from 7, which is really good. It means I've got a goalkeeper on the bench in Alex Kovacevic. I'm really, really looking forward to seeing him. Might well play the game at Morecambe. I'm probably going to play quite a few youth players in that Morecambe game. So this is the team we're going with. I haven't changed anything in the tactics. We've stuck with what we've had all along in the National League. I just want to see what's going to happen. I should have shown you the season preview. Actually, I think we predicted at 17th at the minute, which I would take now. That would be a very, very good season for our first season back in the EFL. Wrexham tipped to win League 2, so that's incredible, isn't it? They, which you might now have gathered, they won the playoffs in the National League. I realised we finished, didn't we, before the playoffs? So yeah, they won the playoffs, and they're now tipped to win League 2. Doncaster are tipped, I think, finished 7th, so in that final playoff place. Yeah, let's see. I don't really know what to do in terms of a team talk to begin with. Look at this. This is different. This is a different screen than we used to seeing. Loving it. We've got the EFL branding. Really, really liking this. Really liking this. I'm really excited. Some of these players that we signed. Oh, it brings up the league table. Some of the players that we signed are League One quality already. So if that's a thing, if they are that good, we might have a decent season. Anything mid-table would be brilliant, quite frankly. So here we go with the first highlight of our League 2 campaign. Morecambe are in League 1, but not predicted to do anything. I think they got promoted, and they're predicted to get relegated straight away. So I will make some changes, but I kind of want to win that game and get through to the second round. That would be good. But it's not my main priority. To be fair, the Pizza Cup is a priority. A good season in that would be excellent. But we did get a really, really tough group, and I can't see us getting through it, if I'm being honest. But Doncaster are on top at the moment, and Luke Molyneux has scored, and we didn't exactly make it hard for him, did we? It's a really, really poor goal. I mean, there's no tackle on him here, and he just can put it wherever he wants. Magnus Norman had no chance. There was no, before the game, there was no expectation from the board either, or the fans. You normally get what they expect from the next match, don't you? And there was none of that. So we'll demand more, which hasn't gone down well. We've got Charlie Caton back in on loan as well. While we had the transfer embargo, I went in. The option. He was in the final month of his contract, and the option was there to approach to sign, and I couldn't do it because we were under embargo. And during that embargo, he signed a new contract with Shrewsbury. Shrewsbury got promoted to the Championship, so I've managed to get him back on loan for another season. I don't know how he's going to do in League 2, but I'm really hoping that he comes good. 15 goals in League 2, I'd be delighted. It's a tough old start. I mean, Donny, they are going to be right up there. Like I said, they are predicted, I think, in the playoffs. So as long as we don't get absolutely hammered, I won't be too disheartened, to be honest. Stobbs plays it across, and Charlie Caton has scored. We are 1-1. Charlie Caton scores on, I'm guessing, his EFL debut. I can't remember if he's played for Shrewsbury or not. But it's that man again, Stubbs, with the ball across, and Caton on his right foot puts it away, and very, very happy with that. We've got a moneybags derby going on between Harrogate and Wrexham, and that is 1-1 at the moment. I'm loving the graphics at the EFL. I'm liking the EFL branding. It's a lot better. It's a shame they didn't have the National League stuff. Right, we've got 5 subs we can make. I've got to get into that mindset as well, where I've been in the National League, of course. It was 3 from 5, so I was waiting quite late into a game before doing them. But we're going to bring off Charlie Caton now and bring on Michael Falevi. He's been booked, so it makes sense. Harrison McGee on for a nervous-looking Josh Yorworth. And we're needing some legs in midfield, I think. So Harry Vaughan. Oh no, not as the advanced playmaker. You can come on for Taylor Perry and be the Carrilero. Ismail Uladmhand, he's okay at the minute. He needs a work permit, but he's not counted as a foreigner until New Year's Day. Don't know what that's all about. But he's coming as a regular starter. He's expecting to play. But I don't think he's going to get on in this game, to be honest. Jake Reeves was injured before the game, in the week before the game, so I'm not sure I'm going to bring him on either. And Luke Brennan's not having a great game, so I'm going to bring on Jeremiah Okine-Peters for his senior debut. So we've got one more sub that we can make. They haven't gone through yet. So Charlie Caton could end up scoring here and then going off. John did well there. Perry. Caton's in. Caton scored. It's 2-1. Oh, and he's going to go off on a hat-trick. Oh, I might not go through with those substitutions now. That was brilliant from John there, wasn't it? Looked like he was going for the header, tricked the defender, and it's an assist on debut from Taylor Perry. And it's another right-footed goal from Charlie Caton. Was it close to offside? Not really. Not really. The number 5 there was playing him on. But what a finish that is. And I am not going to do those substitutions now. Sorry, we're going to have to go back in again. He's on a hat-trick. I can't. I am going to bring Jake Reeves on. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. No, I am going to bring on Harry Vaughan. Harry Vaughan deserves to make his debut on our return to the EFL. Sean Hodson. No, it wasn't him, was it? It was Josh Yorworth we were taking off for McGee. It's only 3 that I'm doing at the minute, I think, because do we do Okine-Peters? No, because Luke Brennan's not really struggling. He's not really struggling for fitness. Neither is Jack Stobbs at the minute. But I will give him his senior debut. And it's going to be for Luke Brennan because he's gone down to a 6.3 now. And I'm just going to get stupid questions about it if I don't do it. Jordan Clark's struggling, but I can't really do a lot about that because we're struggling for defensive cover at the minute. Do I want to bring off Naya Kirby and bring on Mhand? Is Harry Vaughan any better as a... It's the flair stat that worries me. But we'll do that. That worries me now as well. That we've got a couple of teenagers in midfield. Title favourites Wrexham are getting battered at Harrogate. It's 4-1. We'd be 7th with an opening day win as it stands. Charlie Caton's done well there. Vaughan has played it through. He's in for the hat-trick. Oh, he's put it over. Oh, he's put it over. That was his chance of the hat-trick. Oh, he's offside. Yep, so he's left it. Oh, Stubbs, I thought that was going to be a red card. That's a great tackle. That is it. Wow, I don't know why that was a highlight, but it was a fantastic tackle. Into the last minute we go. Oh, I didn't want a highlight, boys. I mean, I would take a draw. If you'd have offered me a draw before the game, away at a favoured team, I would have taken it. Oh, but not like that, Jordan. Oh, penalty. Come on, Magnus. Come on, Magnus. We're in to the first of 5 added minutes. Oh, and he's gone the right way, but that is a super penalty from George Miller. And it is 2-2. But I'll drop an encouraging there. They all look unhappy that they've conceded. That said, it was George Miller's second goal of the season, and I don't know where he would have scored before. It's not his second goal of the season, it's his first. I'm delighted with that. I'm absolutely delighted with that. I am so proud of you. And Charlie Caton with an opening day brace against one of the better teams in the division. We'll have a look at the season preview now before we head off to Morecambe. And apologies if this video runs a tiny bit long. It's always likely to happen when you've had transfers, you've had the summer to catch up on, and you want to do two matches. Make sure we haven't got any. No, good. We haven't got any injuries. So let's have a quick look, because we're currently 9th in the table. That is beautiful. So the season preview, yeah, you've got Donny at 7th. Look, like I say, Wrexham 5-2 on to win the division is unbelievable. We're predicted for 18th, which again I would take. I don't think we're going to have any issues in staying up, because I think you might be able to see them behind me there. You've got Burton, Barrow, Rochdale, Newport, Grimsby and Colchester below me. There are definitely, you could even put Accrington and Tranmere maybe. Accrington relegated from League One, but there's definitely two teams worse than us in this league. So while I'm not expecting a playoff push, it'd be nice, I think mid-table is definitely achievable. Oh, well, there you go. We've got expectations for the upcoming match against Morecambe, all right, and it's a defeat from both the board and the supporters, which doesn't bother me too much. I would obviously like to win it, but it is what it is. We aren't the favourites. Morecambe are bottom of League One after one game. They did get spanked 3-0 at MK Dons. So you never know. You never know. I wouldn't have expected to get anything out of a trip to Doncaster, so I'm really happy with that. We are making a few changes. So we have brought in Rod McDonald. He has signed. Really happy with that, because I think he's going to be very good for us in League 2. It's only a 2-year contract, so it's not a massive issue. If by some unbelievable good luck we got promoted, then it'd be a year of him on 450 quid a week being a squad player in League One. It would not be the end of the world. A few changes that have been made so far. We've gone back to our old Denny, Kirby, Vaughan trident in midfield. Akine Peters comes in for a start at right wing. Harrison McGahey comes in for Jordan Clark. It's mainly on the bench. Alex Kovacevic comes in goal. Really like the look of him. Really like the look of him. Clubs are wanting him on loan, but I have said no, he is not going on loan. He is basically, he's going to be our cup goalkeeper. I'm probably going to play him in the Papa John's most of the time as well, to be honest. On the bench, we do have Jake Reeves, who is fit enough to start, to be fair, but Alex Denny really needs some game time. So we do have one or two youngsters on there. Mason Longrig, he is on there as cover at right back. We have, who else have we got at the minute? We've got James Savage, one of our centre-back prospects, who's only 16, who I really like the look of. And Zach McLaughlin, who scored 2 belting goals in the 6-0 opening pre-season friendly against Cambridge City. Look at those arrows. They are flying up. So I really want to give him 15-20 minutes in this game if I can. Charlie Caton's looking perfectly fine. I am going to start him. I want him scoring goals. This is going to be a really good test for him to see if he can score against a League One opponent, although it's Morecambe and they are basically a League 2 club, aren't they? He has played in League One. I wanted to check that. He has made 3 appearances in League One for Shrewsbury, but hasn't scored. But he's doing all right in League 2, isn't he? And he's got 35 goals in 41 league games for us. Right, Benny Couto is going to be the captain, apparently. So let's just have a quick shufty at that. Luke Kroll injured, which is why we had to panic a little bit with signing Rod McDonald and that. It is Benny Couto that is the obvious choice, so that is fine, not a problem. Squad numbers given to 3 players. They can have like 40, 41 and 42, to be honest. Let's get that out of the way. Zach McLaughlin, I really do like the look of him. So we're going to give it a go. It's penalties after 90 minutes. 5 substitutes from 9 selected. I'm hoping to give the likes of James Savage, Zach McLaughlin, Mason Longrig. I'm hoping to give them some game time. I really am. Go out and cause an upset, boys. Jim Bentley is their manager. No names jump out at me there. And I mean, I'm loving these graphics. I really am loving these graphics. Right, they're going to 4-2-3-1. Let's encourage. I mean, it's a tough start to the season. 2 away games, 1 at one of the fancied clubs in the division, and then 1 away to a team in a higher division. It's a tough start to the season. And again, if we don't get battered here, then it's not terrible. I would like to get to the second round and maybe get a championship club or someone like that. But I mean, this isn't a priority, this competition. But I do want to do well. I do want to do well in every competition. Kovacic with a brilliant save to deny an acrobatic effort from Taylor, who goes over to take the corner. We're under the cosh a little bit, but it's a good header away. And a good block from Vaughan. Struggling to get it away a little bit here though, but we have managed it. Just going to drop another encourage. We'll always press Paul Lewis, whoever that is. Couto keeps it well. Kirby to Denny. Across for Vaughan. He likes a shot. He's played it in for Akine Peters. Oh, he's going to drop for Charlie Caton to bundle the ball in. The keeper's had an absolute shocker here. Watch it come across. I thought Harry Vaughan was going to hit it, but it's a lovely pass across to Akine Peters. And it's so unlucky from their keeper. It just gets caught under him, squirms out, and Charlie Caton scores the goal. Akine Peters has got an assist for it. But brilliant, brilliant lads. Come on. Outstretched, very good first half performance from everybody, because Kovacevic in goal has, he's had 4 saves to make and he's made them all. Charlie Caton probably is going to come off, and I am going to give Zach McLaughlin some game time, and I'm going to give him maybe 20 minutes or so. Let's see what happens here. Taylor coming down the right, he's done well, and Lewis does not connect at all well, and Kovacevic is able to pick that up. Plays it long, but it's coming straight back at us. I do have another version of this tactic, where it's a low block. Oh, he's hit the bar. McDonald clears it away. Right. Let's have a look. So we've got a booking for Alex Denny. Well, that's an easy one. Jake Reeves can come on for him. Sean Hobson is struggling. So I'm going to shift Harrison McGahey across and bring on Mason Longrig. And do we do it? I could bring on Felivi, but I was thinking bring him on for Luke Brennan. I'm going to do it. Zach McLaughlin for Charlie Caton. For these two, just go out there and have some fun on your debut. And Jake Reeves, you're 30, mate. You know what to do. This is... I'm loving it. I am loving it. Benny Couto's struggling as well, but I'm not sure I've got much that I can do with him. Akine Peters has gone off injured. That's not good. Potential foot injury. Okay. Jack Stobbs on for him then. Benny Couto at left back is an issue. I could put Rod McDonald out there, and I could bring on James Savage. I think that's about the only thing I can do, really. So James Savage for Benny Couto, and then Ron McDonald. He's going to have to scoot out there. So let me just show it. So I have, like I say, I've had it built for a while. I've never used it, and it's not an awful lot. It's just a lower defensive line and a lower block, but it's still an attacking mentality. But we're doing really well as it is at the minute. And I'm giving game time to Longrig, Savage and McLaughlin. So I'm really pleased to have got those three youngsters on the pitch. They're not having any impact, but they haven't cost us the game either. We're going to cause the upset. My word. It's a scrappy goal that's won it for us, and our goalkeeper gets man of the match. Oh, well, Akine Peters looks like he's got man of the match with an 8.2. Charlie Caton scored, and yet has turned in a 6.8. But Kovacevic, he should be man of the match at a 7.8. He's made 7 saves. They've had a higher XG than us, and we've done it. Be proud, that was a great win. Akine Peters, you did really well. And Alex Kovacevic, congratulations on making your debut, I guess. Lost focus, lovely. What a win! What a win! We just caused an upset. So we will have the second round draw because it is the day after the game. It's right there. So we will have it to sign off this video. Akine Peters is out for 2 to 3 weeks. Not terrible, but not too bad really. So yeah, let me just scoot through 24 hours or 20 hours or whatever, and we'll have the draw for the second round. Let's hope we've got some Premier League clubs. I think the non-European competition Premier League clubs coming in. That or a big Championship club, please. That would be great. Right, here we go. So we've got 50 teams going into the hat, including the likes of Newcastle, Leicester, Everton. Fan poll down here. Which team would you be your preferred opponent? They're saying Palace for some reason. Followed closely by Salford and then Forest Green. Completely random, I think that is. I think that is just completely random. So we have some huge teams coming in now. First out of Bolton, taking on Forest Green. Plymouth Argyle at home to Sheffield Wednesday. Brentford of the Premier League against League One Ipswich. Brighton will take on Cambridge United. Fulham will... Oh, okay, we're going to Fulham. We are going to Fulham. That's interesting. It's not ideal. Yes, it's a Premier League club. So, I mean, it should get us some money. In fairness, that should get us a bit of cash, shouldn't it? It's on the 30th of August. It's in 2 weeks. We're going to have to do that. We are now going to have to do that on camera. So I am now tempted to do our derby against Rochdale. But I want to do a home game. We haven't got a home game on camera yet in League 2. I don't know what to do. We've got to do Fulham away. It's a Premier League team away. We've got to do it. So maybe we just... I don't know. I could do Fulham and then cover the transfer window and then do Mansfield at home in League 2. We might do that. I might do that. we've got to do the Fulham game. It's got to be done, and it would make sense to wrap up the transfer window in the next episode as well, wouldn't it? So I think that's what we'll do. Smash a like on this Omega anyway. 2 fantastic results away from home to kick off our second season and our first season back in the EFL. I mean, a draw at Doncaster is superb, but then to go and win at a League One club, yeah, all right, they'll probably get relegated from League One, but they are a League One club. I'm just delighted with that. I'm absolutely delighted. So, as I was saying, smash a like on this, hit subscribe, turn on those notifications, join me for a trip to Fulham in the EFL Cup, and then probably that game with Mansfield, and wrap up the transfer window. And yeah, we'll be back with that. Can't wait. See you soon. Bye-bye.